Welcome to the engineering mechanics. In this section, we'll study about the frictional forces. What are the frictional forces? So, as we all know, friction is nothing but an force which retards the motion of a body when a body is moving one over the another. So, here if you see in this figure, this block is resting on this surface. So the weight W is acting. Due to this weight of the body, the normal reaction will be automatically developed. So W equal to R. But now the question is how the block will move. So if you see this one, so an effort P is applied. So and accordingly, so one frictional forces is developed here. So if this effort is equal to the frictional forces, then the body will be in at rest position. But once it exceeds these frictional forces, the maximum frictional forces, then the body will be slide in this direction, that is in the right hand direction. And if this friction force will be more or equal, then still the body will be at rest position. So here suppose F1 is the highest possible, that means the possible friction. So the force, suppose P1 is the applied force corresponding to that condition. So at that condition F1 equal to your P1. Now if the force P1 exceeds this applied force F1, okay, that means F1 P1 is exceeding the value of F1. So then that greatest possible friction depends upon the normal reaction. So then a P1 will be sliding over the surface. So if is the frictional force when the body will be in the limiting equilibrium. So before that we have to know what is the limiting equilibrium. So as the frictional forces is acting in the opposite direction and P1 is the forces acting in the opposite direction. So when the block is at the point of sliding, the ratio of the friction to the normal reaction, it is a constant, and this constant is called the coefficient reaction. That means when the body is at, that means depends upon the friction pole, that means limiting equilibrium, then we can assume that F will be the multiplication of the coefficient of friction and R will be the normal reaction. This is the total amount of forces acting. So that's why it is said that friction forces depends upon the normal reaction. So now angle of friction. So considering this figure P, if you see that W is the weight and R is the response and R dash is the will be the reaction when the body is making an angle theta with this normal force. The friction force is acting in this direction, it is already shown, and the effort is applied in that direction. So the angle, it is given by tan theta, which is given by F by R, and theta is called the coefficient of friction angle. So corresponding to this limiting equilibrium condition, the friction force attains a maximum value. So corresponding this condition, the angle of friction reaches a maximum value. Here it is given by the angle tan lambda. Tan lambda, the friction angle which is tan lambda is given by F max divided by R equal to mu. Therefore lambda equal to tan inverse mu. So this lambda is also called the angle of limiting friction, because this inclination of the resultant reaction with the normal when the condition of the limiting equilibrium is reached, that is called the angle of. Then some laws of the frictions are there. What are the friction laws actually? So friction laws, that means when the body is moving, the friction force is proportional to the normal force, and frictional force directly perpendicular to the normal force. And also the friction force or friction does not depend on the area of the contact. So long there is there will be friction, but it does not depend for a small area or large area. then coefficient of static friction is slightly higher than the value of the coefficient of kinetic friction, because in the static friction, as we know, the body will be at rest, so that frictional force, it has a maximum value. Until and unless it reaches crosses that value, it will become enters into the kinetic friction. So kinetic friction, although there is some friction or there when the body is moving, but that friction is less than the static friction always. That's why in static friction the value is more as compared to the kinetic friction. That's why coefficient of static friction is slightly high as compared to the coefficient of kinetic friction. And kinetic friction, it is independent of the velocity of the body. So the more the velocity, it is not like that the kinetic friction will be more like that, but it doesn't. So that means the more the velocity, the kinetic friction will not increases. And one more friction and depends upon the types of the surface. Suppose in a medium smooth surface, the high rough surface, and high and smooth surface, the coefficient friction will be dependent upon the types of surfaces. So this is what about some frictional forces and the basic concepts of some frictional laws, then the angle of friction, then the what is limiting equilibrium. So these are some preliminary concepts of friction.